I keep SuperDuper here on my taskbar down here on the dock, so we'll just click that. And when SuperDuper starts up, this is what it looks like. Very simple. And for the sake of the video, I'm just going to move it a little bit away. It's very simple what we do here. The first time we run SuperDuper, we're going to be doing an erase and copy action. After our initial backup is complete, we're going to be using SuperDuper's smart update to incrementally back up our drive, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. The first step in setting up SuperDuper is to tap on this drop down, and we're going to copy our Macintosh hard drive to the iMac 24 backup drive. And when we do that, this expands. If we take a look using backup all files, there are different options here. Backup user files, restore, sandboxing I'm not going to describe right now, and there are different copy scripts that you can create, which I'm not going to discuss right now. My goal is to get your computer backed up. So we're going to just back up all files. The user files would be just that, your users on your computer. And if, like most people, you're probably the only one on your computer. Or if you have kids on your computer as well, I recommend you get them their own computer to bang on, and you use your own computer. So we're going to back up all files. So let's just read this aloud. Copy the Macintosh hard drive to iMac 24 backup using backup all files. And if we come down here, I hate to be pointing out the obvious, but if we read this about what's going to happen, it tells us. It says pressing copy now will use backup all files to copy the Macintosh hard drive to the iMac 24 backup using Smart Update. Well, we don't want to do that. So we're going to go into Options, and under Options there are various things you can do. Like you can repair the permissions on the drive, which are typically not necessary in this step. So we'll just click on here, and we're going to erase the iMac 24 backup, which it kind of is already erased because we initially repartitioned it out of the box, and then copy the files from the Macintosh hard drive. And then on successful completion of that, it's going to quit SuperDuper. For the purposes of my demonstration, I'm just going to do nothing because I'm going to show you what it looks like after SuperDuper is done the first time. If we tap on Advanced, this is already checked, copy ACLs from Macintosh hard drive, and we definitely want that. And you can ignore the other options for now. We'll click OK. Now, if we take a look, it says pressing copy now will first erase the iMac 24 backup. That's what we want, first time out of the chute. And backup all files will then be used to copy the Macintosh hard drive to the iMac 24 backup. All the files on the Macintosh hard drive will be copied to the iMac 24 backup, except the temporary and system-specific files that Apple recommends excluding. There we go. So now we're just going to tap Copy Now. And it says you're about to erase the iMac 24 backup, and that is correct. We want to. So we click Copy. Now the display goes into this kind of like this little dashboard kind of thing. And over here you can see it prepared the Macintosh hard drive. Here comes our buddy time machine. We're going to say don't use. And then it goes all these preparation steps, and now it sits in copy files. Now I'm going to warn you, this step will take, quite a bit of time. So, it's going bit by bit on your hard drive and copying that over to the external drive. So this is going to take quite a bit of time, depending on how many gigabytes of data you're backing up. So we're going to take a break here for now, and we're going to let our backups commence. You'll see this display in the center, update. You'll see the gas gauge over here, update. And when it's all done, we'll show you what it looks like. Alrighty, we're back. And as you can see, SuperDuper has completed the first erase and copy / backup operation. And if you notice, it's a really descriptive interface. It has green bars showing you that each phase is completed successfully. Down here you'll notice the total elapsed time for this First backup took 4 hours and 18 minutes and 15 seconds. A really long time. It was over, I think I have over 650 gigabytes. So took quite a while. So depending on how big your hard drive is, the first initial erase and backup can take several hours. So just be aware of that. Using the Smart Update feature, we'll just do an incremental backup and take far less time. I mean, far less time. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how much work you generate. What I wanted to show you, though, is that although it's indicating that it finished correctly, you can come up here to the Window menu, and you could do a show log command, and it gives you the, up in the title, it's Thursday, August 2nd, 1:40 p.m. is when we started, and if you scroll down, you'll see all the different commands that SuperDuper invoked to back up your hard drive. And a lot of it is informational. You know, you're looking for anything red, but what you really want to take note is way at the bottom, this line right here, successfully blessed Mac OS X folder on iMac 24 backup. And that's the signal right there that this truly did finish and finish without errors. If you saw an error in here, you can click the Send to Shirt Pocket button right here, and it will formulate an email to support at Shirt Pocket, and their support is excellent, and usually the developers get back to you right away with possible causes for problems. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Very, very easy. So that's our cue right there. Okay. Of course, they're going to have to fix this because there is the words Mac OS X no longer apply to Mountain Lion. Mountain Lion is now simply OS X. Just a side fact. So there we have it. So now on to scheduling our backups. So here's how we schedule backups in SuperDuper. Let's click OK to exit this screen. And now we're going to set up SuperDuper for our Smart Update. And we have everything all set up the way we want. We want to copy from the Macintosh hard drive to the iMac 24 backup using the backup all files mechanism. But we don't want to back up all the files and erase the external hard drive every time. We want to Smart Update that hard drive, and this is how we do it. We click Options and click on General if it isn't already selected, and come down to the During Copy operation and select Smart Update. And let's read what it says. Smart Update will copy and erase what's needed to make iMac 24 backup identical to your selections from Macintosh hard drive. The result will mimic an erase then copy, but will typically take a fraction of the time. Couldn't have said it better myself. And for the sake of this video, we're going to do nothing upon completion. And I'm just going to click OK. Now it's set up the way we want. And to schedule this operation, I'm going to click Schedule. And this sheet pops up, and it's really straightforward. It says on the following schedule, and you can copy every first, second, third week of the month on whatever day you want. Well, in my opinion, you should be copying it every day. So we're going to make sure that every week, every day and every week is selected. And for the sake of the video, we're just going to select a time frame. And let's say, how about let's say 40 a.m. when I'm sleeping. I want it to back up. Okay, there's also an option here to run the backup as soon as you connect the backup drive to your Mac. Okay, and again, they do a great job of showing you what's going to happen. It says daily at 1:40 a.m. backup all files be used to copy Macintosh hard drive to iMac 24 backup. Smart Update has been selected as the during copy operation, and it just repeats what I just said before. We click OK. Little sprocket turns. It says it's scheduling the copy, and there it is. That's it. This is the log that's gonna schedule it. You can also click Copy Now to run this scheduled copy criteria, It's really great. Delete or edit it. You can go back and edit it. So that's how you schedule the command. Let's say you want to schedule more than one. I believe if you hold down the Option key and hit schedule, we can schedule it again every day. And I like scheduling my backups during lunch as well. So we're going to say 12:40 p.m. and I'm going to click OK. And look, it adds another backup to the schedule. Let's do one more. And I'm going to hold down the Option key, and I'm going to click schedule. And I'm going to do it every day. And let's do it during dinner time. How about 6:40 p.m.? And I'm going to click OK. And now I have 3 backups. And the reason I have 3 backups is because why not? I wake up in the morning, I start working, and I do a bunch of work in the morning. Then I go to lunch. It's going to run a backup. Then I work all afternoon until I go home and have dinner. So now it's going to run backups when I'm home, right? This is actually in my home office, so maybe I get on the computer afterwards and download some mail or do some original work. Then I go to bed at 11. 12:40, it's going to back up again. There's just no reason not to run it 3 times a day, maybe 4 times. Again, it's all personal preference. So that's how you schedule your backups. This truly is a set it and forget it operation. Really, really nice. Really nice. This concludes my tutorial on creating a backup scheme for your iMac computer or MacBook computer using an external hard drive and SuperDuper. We went through the tasks necessary of setting up our external drive, partitioning it, and creating a bootable external drive. And then we went through the detail of setting up SuperDuper to copy. We actually went through the initial erasing copy operation. I then showed you how to set it up to do a smart update operation and to schedule the smart update. And I haven't had really any problems with SuperDuper. Little hiccups here and there, due to my external drive. Fired off an email to support, got back an answer. They're trivial issues. Totally worth the money. Totally worth the peace of mind. So easy to use. It's just a no-brainer. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you, and enjoy.